Guys, again, back at Whiskey TV with the Whiskey Blendery. Now, if you've ever considered buying a bottle, I would challenge you to buy a barrel.
Bottle or barrel?
Well, I said bottle. You see? Yep.
All right.
I was catching them. I would challenge you to buy a barrel. Now, Kim, walk me through your first barrel that you ever bought. Who'd you buy it through? What'd you buy? What was you looking for? What was it? What was the experience?
That was about 6-7 years ago that bought it for charity. I think that's it. It was at New Riff.
Oh,
New Riff, yeah. Wow. Yeah, they were one of the few people that would allow you to buy a whole barrel kind of yourself without going through distribution. So,
that's nice of them. Now,
so we can do that without distribution, but you have to have like your whole club. So I can only sell 4 bottles per person per month, basically. So you have to have, if there's 80 bottles, I mean, we do half barrels, we do that kind of stuff too. So I'm limited to 4 bottles per person if we're direct out of here. So a lot of the whiskey clubs, we'll just put it on our website, give them a private link, and then all the people just, buy the bottles that they want. Usually we're limiting to 1 per person just because they have a few hundred people or 4,000 people.
literally.
And everybody wants one. So
Now, what are some of the benefits of buying a barrel, especially through you?
that you got kind of a blank canvas in here. So we don't limit you to the 3 or 4 barrels that we have selected. I mean, we've got a lot of good barrels and we only bring in the best barrels. So we want to give you options. And we also don't limit you to like 1 mash bill.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here's the 21% rye bourbon, here's 4 barrels. We can line you up with 5 different mash bills, like 5 totally different whiskeys, different everything, and then you get to pick. And then if you want to turn it into a blend and try to make it better, we can do that too. So it's kind of a fully customized experience. And then you don't have to buy the whole barrel. So we do have, if individuals want to buy more than 4 bottles, we do have a partnership with Bourbon Outfitters. And then they can ship to whoever, or ship to your clients or friends or whoever. They can do that to 43 different states. So we've done that in the past. But if you can pick them up here and have a lot of people, that's the easiest. And we do pretty quick turnaround. So right now we're only about 3 weeks out on production. So if you come in here, do something, within 3 weeks, we can have it bottled, ready to go. You get to pick the wax color, the name on it, all that good stuff.
And now, mind you, what I've learned just from other clubs that have come in, when they go and do barrel picks, is not to, downgrade anybody. So sometimes it could be 3 to 6 months getting that barrel that they picked 4 months ago to production.
Yeah, I've waited as long as 9 months for something.
That's different whiskey.
You don't even recognize it. You don't even remember that you did one.
And that's not a good thing. So what we love here is the production side of things, and even more importantly, that people get to come in and get hands-on. But I know you love learning too, and I feel like every person that comes in brings a different dynamic that challenges you to maybe put something unique together, because everybody has.
They challenge me too much. It's like, man, that's a lot of work. Yeah, we'll do it because we haven't done it before. But yeah, I mean, barrel finishes, for example.
That honey stuff is a booger.
Yeah, we're not doing honey anymore.
You learned that lesson once, especially in the summer in Texas.
The honey and the maple syrup, we'll do it, but they gotta barrel age it
somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else. Now, Richard, have you ever bought a barrel?
I've never bought a barrel. I've gotten to go on some picks and stuff, but I've never personally won the barrel.
Won the barrel, is that
Yeah.
what you said? Won the barrel?
Usually the ones you want, you have to win.
Yeah, you have to win a lottery for the right to purchase a
Really?
barrel. Yeah, oh yeah.
Hold on. So now I'm just...
Like all the Buffalo Trace stuff, there's single barrel select program. You have a number, and then every time you don't get picked, you get like another point or something, and then it's like, I mean, there's tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people on the single barrel select program, and then they announce, is it quarterly?
Maybe quarterly or biannually, but it's tight, man.
Yeah, so they announce the winning numbers, and then you get the opportunity to come out, purchase a barrel, do their deal, and then that does have to go through a distributor and a retailer.
Specs, Liquor King, any of those spots.
Yep. And then but it could be 6 to 9 months before it shows
I
up.
want to do Four Roses. I want to do a Four Roses pick.
So you're on the list?
No, but I want to do a pick.
Yeah, they don't have a list.
How do you get to do it then? You don't?
Somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah, you got to kind of know somebody. You can't just sign up. There's no sign up sheet. But here you can.
But here, right now, $19.99. Well, that's
no, we've got, and actually people, like we have maybe even a dozen requests for specialty barrels. So as I'm hunting barrels.
Specialty barrels meaning something they're looking for that's very unique.
I've got a guy that wants some 10 plus year Heaven Hill. I've got another guy that wants 15, 16 year stuff. I've got another guy that wants 20 plus year Canadian rye.
And they can't go get these themselves, I presume.
Correct. Yeah, you would need the permits to do that. So.
This right here, people, gives them a superpower.
Yeah, that's our DSP number. So the federal government gives you that number if you are a legit distillery. then you've got a distilled spirits plant is what it stands for.
There you have it. Well, again, I don't know anything about picking a barrel. I feel like we're going to break another one now. I think when Whiskey Tangos comes back in, I'll have him detail what that looks like and how to bridge the gaps and stuff, and to a degree.
Yeah, because he travels all over to pick barrels.
Yeah, and he's bought.
And then we've got the.
I feel like I ain't gonna say the number, but a lot of barrels in the past 90 days, and it's been great. So I wanted to continue to highlight what an opportunity to come in.
And we're constantly tasting these barrels.
Yeah.
And we only want to put our best barrels up. So when we have our best barrels and they're in their sweet spot, they might only be in their sweet spot for a couple months. I mean, we've learned that together multiple times. And if we got the orange note, if we got the notes that we want, it's like, I want somebody to get this bottle or this barrel, and if it doesn't sell within a few weeks, then we'll likely bottle it because we want to capture what makes it special.
Yeah, lightning in the bottle, literally. Yeah. Anything else that you know about buying a barrel here at the Blendery?
Yeah, like I feel like we're easy to work with.
Very much so.
We're competitive on pricing if we're going through here, and quick turnaround, and you get what you want. And we put the extra time in. I mean, you weren't here filming, but I mean the Tulsa guys that picked a barrel, the Fruity Pebbles. Yeah. I mean, we had dumped it, and it wasn't as good as when they picked it, and I let them know. And then we put it back in the barrel for another 2 to 3 weeks to get it back to where it was. So I mean, we're putting the extra time in it to make sure what we bottle is exceptional. Yeah. And if it's not, we'll tell you, and you can make the call. But he was like, man, I trust you. Let's put it back in the barrel. And we did, and that was 100% the right call.
Yeah, absolutely.
And guys, what we'll do is we'll make a compilation of those people that have come in. Again, there are consistency, as I was telling the boss man here, in whiskey groups, whiskey clubs, whiskey tangos. A lot of people saying, man, I love going through the process of what they do here to make sure that everything is unique to the person's profile almost. Yeah. And if he says it's not good, it's because they literally, I've tasted quite a few. Like, I forget how much whiskey I've drank.
We almost don't even showcase anything that's like, even if it's really good whiskey or great whiskey or gives him goosebumps, if it's not different and unusual in a good way, like if you can go to a big box store and find this bottle, then we don't bottle it. Yeah. Because we want to have something unique that when people open it, it's like, whoa, I've never had anything like this before. Where'd you get it? So that's kind of our litmus test on when we bottle something.
And trust me, I love opening the bottle to, and give the people. That first reaction is turned into a thing. I go,
and I'm proud of you for giving that the vanilla pipe tobacco.
Me, I didn't want to.
You were kind of a little kung fu grip on it.
I'm like this. I gotta give it this. I knew he was gonna chew. I should have went and got something.
And you said, I'll just pick up another one. Well, we sold out of that one.
Yeah, I knew it. I told him, I'm at a great place. And I can't thank Tim enough for allowing us to come in and highlight and work with the Whiskey Blendery, but I'm at a great place where they'll do it again. What I've learned, especially about me, is it's not about the way. I'm not gung ho about nothing other than relationships and building businesses and mastering messaging. That's my obsession personally. So if it was like it's gonna make his day, I'm glad that he loves it. Because I'm back here today. I'll be here the next day and a few more. And with these two people here, you're gonna always bump into, come across, create, or be a part of something amazing that they're picking out of a barrel, blending it with the barrel. And there's a reason why there's a line now on Saturdays and Fridays and any other day people can get up here, because the whiskey just keeps getting better. You can't make that up. No matter what you're doing, people driving 5 hours to grab bottles.
Oh, and it's crazy too. Like, I mean, just yesterday we had a guy drive in from Wichita.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I used to live in Wichita. and I told him where I worked, and he's like, I used to work there. And it's like, we talked for 45 minutes and we knew some of the same people. And he's like, well, I'll be down here, every few months or so for my job now. So this is my first time here. I'm so excited. And everything he tried, he's like, I want one of everything.
Exactly.
So, and then he showed me his buddy that had a really cool bourbon room in Wichita that had every bottle you can imagine. And I was like, but he doesn't have these bottles.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so unique. So again, I'm glad to be able to pass the brand along. I'm a brand guy, so somebody else gets the brand and he gets to go and drink it against some very good bottles he has. And you go, wow. He goes, this is really good. I said that was the point.
Yeah, I told him every time he's here, he's going to be buying 2 of each now, because I already know how this story ends,
Well, guys, reach out to the Blendery. You can go to theblendery.com or the whiskey.
Yeah, we have under, I think, experiences on the website now, we have a lead form that you can fill it out that just says, hey, I'm looking for a private barrel selection. And then you can put how many bottles you're looking for, like any special requests, that kind of stuff. So then we can either watch for that barrel for you, or let you know, hey, I think we have something here, and then you can either come by or send somebody by, and we can give you some samples of what we have.
There you have it, people. Keep it whiskey.